bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UCLA's offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks squaring off on Sundays?
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Tons of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Great pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Makes a move. Lowers those pads. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Slithers into space. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver.
Coming out aggressively. Snatches it on the right. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick completion on the out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
finds his tight end.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Armour. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Run back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Tulane right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got it again. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. The Green Wave staring at a 4th down as we open play here in the 2nd. Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the grab on the left. Hits the afterburners. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
Offense. Running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 17 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Armour. He'll pull it down and run. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. The play-action fake. On the move to his left. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring. Back at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, how about this good out throughout this season? This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now, long after the defense came up with that sack. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming down. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Green Wave. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to throw. It's Cantrell. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Wiggles free. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Tulane now facing 3rd and drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Cantrell. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
To the air on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Past the 30. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right down the middle. On target to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Plows through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They go to the ground. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off play action on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
To the air, it's Cantrell. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Rushes on him. Gets away from one. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting into the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. From the gun. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. This time he's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking to throw again. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Finds his big time in. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Got out of trouble and throws. To the big fella. Make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Complete downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's... Man.
Exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of there. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. Making side adjustments here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab for a big play. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Complete to the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
27, jump.
He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Sets up the screen. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense.
Military stun.
On the move. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Let's go.
Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 6th play of the drive coming up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC. And we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. That stud.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Hits the crease. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one. On that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try this one from the left hash at 33 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Fielded in the end zone. It's Armour. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looking for a push on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries.
Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense.
Taking it the other way. Picks up the first down. Ripping through the defense. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Ready, ready.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial